fun begins.
How's it going?
Hello.
Well,
Greetings, young Jedi.
hello there.
Hey everyone, Hybrid Toy Reviews here, bringing you another Topical Tuesday. I hope you are having a great Tuesday so far, and I hope that we just have a fun time yapping in the comments about this topic. But last week I did a Topical Tuesday talking about the potential of a Black Series Maximum line, and I ultimately came down to no matter how many good ideas there are, odds are it probably wouldn't sell well because of sticker shock. And so that's kind of related to what's going on this week. So I want to talk a little bit about where I feel a lot of Black Series collectors are. Now, again, this doesn't apply to everyone. This might not even apply to most anyone I know. I don't know. I think that our little section of the community is a pretty good one, but there are big pockets of the community that sometimes just don't understand how the pricing on things work. So I want to talk initially about the concept of the phrase vote with your wallet. So on paper, this is a really good concept, and I will stand by it. It is where if you don't like something, if a product has been announced and you are dissatisfied with it, you don't think it's worth the price, you just don't think it was done well, you tell Hasbro that by not buying it. And then they get the hint, like, no one bought it. What was wrong with the product? Or, if you think something's really good, you don't let it go on sale. You buy it day of launch. You sell out some pre-orders. You do your part. You make your point that it doesn't go on sale. And the overall community can basically communicate with Hasbro, on their profit margins, and you're not giving them direct words there or anything, but they get the gist. If every time they make a Clone Trooper figure and it never hits sale and it sells out, well, that tells them that clone troopers do good. So for all the people that talk about the cloner brain rot and I want a red one, I want a blue one, all I'm saying is I see more OT figures at Ollie's than I see clones. So that is voting with your wallet at the core. And I see the term get thrown around a lot, but I don't always see it executed so well. And I think it's something of a bit of like a war cry where some people kind of, like they go into everything saying I'm going to vote with my wallet on it, and then like they don't, because I don't know why we don't stand by what we're saying here, but I'll throw, just to lead into it, a lot of people were dissatisfied. It wouldn't be a Black Series video if I didn't talk about the Rancor, but the HasLab Rancor. A lot of people thought, generally, I don't think the issue is ever with the sculpt of the Rancor. I think a lot of people were rather satisfied with the sculpt of the Rancor, and I thought, myself, and I'm sure basically everyone else, thought that it generally looked like a good figure, but a lot of people just ultimately weren't satisfied with the price on it. And then, we were kind of hoping for some good tiers to spread that price out a little bit on, and just their tiers just didn't land, and so we voted with our wallets. We didn't back it, and Hasbro didn't make it, so, that's voting with your wallets. And same with all of our deluxe figures, where, whether you realize it or not, but when the deluxe figures come out, and you say, well, all the deluxe figures go on sale, so I'm not buying it day of, I'm going to wait for it to be half off on Amazon. Don't get me wrong, it is a given. The majority of them do hit, down into the $20, for teens, for their end, sale price. Like, when you say that you're not going to buy it on day one because it's going to get there, you are also voting with your wallet. And I kind of foresee a day where Hasbro kind of slows down on the deluxe figures a little bit, which is going to suck because that's going to make it to where we don't get Wookiees and we don't get taller characters or more deluxe figures. People say they want a new Commander Gree on the new body. Well, I think the paint deco is so intense. The original Gree on the 2013 body had to be a store exclusive and was a couple dollars more. Figures were like $21, $22 then, and he was $27 because of the amount of paint on it. And I think in this modern day, if they did a new Gree on the new body, they would probably stick him in a deluxe box and give you some accessories, some binoculars and stuff, but just because of the amount of paint, and like, are you going to let Commander Gree go on deep discount because you don't want to spend $30 on Commander Gree? But like, or what will happen is they start cutting back on these things and we just don't get that Gree at all. Like, this is the consequences of voting with your wallet. And some people, I think, don't quite realize that. I think if the deluxe figures go away, we really do lose a lot of, opportunities for really good figures. But the one thing that I cannot understand, and tell me in the comments, if this is your situation, and just help me understand. I'm not saying it in a calling anyone out way, but Hasbro recently announced a new Clone Wars armor Anakin based on Hayden's cameo in the Ahsoka series. And the original run of this figure, was the Target exclusive, and it didn't look like Hayden, and they've tweaked it and they've made it, look more realistic here. And I get that Target figure goes for a little bit on the aftermarket, so that could potentially be a lot of it. But the general consensus, I don't really think I've heard anyone say that they're happy with the figure. I hear a lot of people saying they're just going to put this head on the old one. They don't like the soft goods. I love the soft goods, don't get me wrong. But everyone and their mother's going on about the legs on this guy. Just that it's just bizarre that we're getting, 15-year-old legs on a figure, or 12-year-old legs on a figure. And they're bad legs. And it just throws me because I don't think anyone was like satisfied. I think people were like, yeah, it's cool, like whatever. But I don't think anyone was like, this is going to be the figure of the year, because it can't. They didn't do it well. But, like, I heard a lot of bad reaction to this figure. So why did the pre-orders sell out on every single site that does pre-orders? Entertainment Earth, Amazon, Big Bad, Hasbro Pulse. No one has that Anakin available for pre-order anymore. And so I ponder what's going on here, because if you were in the camp, if you were loudly saying this Anakin's bad, did you back it? Or are there just a big quiet sect of collectors that don't make themselves known, and they just quietly watch, and they just buy stuff and don't talk about it, and fine, but you're not voting with your wallet if you say the figure's bad and then you pre-order it. You're not doing it. And if you want the figure ultimately, that's fine. And you know what? You can call me out. I will put this out there. I did order it. I have it on pre-order on Amazon because I do want to do the review when the figure comes out. So but I also don't really vote with my wallet because I buy everything because I want to review everything. So, there's that. But like for something that was being laughed about and like called out so hard, y'all didn't tell Hasbro that you don't like it. Because I was seeing, on their Instagram posts revealing the figures, the comments were just, why'd you put those legs on Anakin? And so I'm just sitting here like, is this going to be an Anakin that goes on sale? No, you guys sold out pre-orders. Like, you told Hasbro that Anakin is okay, and using those 12-year-old legs are okay, and that on this new Revenge of the Sith Anakin that's rumored to come out this year, if it has the Revenge of the Sith Anakin legs from 2013, it'll be okay. That's what you told Hasbro by selling out that pre-order. So, like, are we okay with the legs or not? And that's one extremely specific example. But it just throws me, because, like, you hear people talk about how they want vehicles, and then Hasbro does a battle droid and a stap, and then they say, well, why is it only $25? Or why is it not only $25, even though it should be $25 for the figure and $25 for the stap, because the stap's the size of a figure. And so people aren't, buying it on Pulse. They've only sold like half of the quantity that was made. And allegedly it's being called a flop for not selling out in the first 6 months. I don't know that I believe that, but a lot of people in the community are saying that. And so I just, like, why are we showing up for what we're saying is bad and then not showing up for what we're asking for? And that's kind of just where I'm at. The community confuses me sometimes. And I'm not going to be like certain creators and say, we need, because I don't speak for the community. I am a member of the community. I just talk really loud. That's why I have a YouTube channel. But I wonder what the mentality on everyone is, because, like, it's a mainline figure. It's not going to be hard to get. And selling out the pre-orders tells them that they did the right thing here. But everyone's saying that they don't like the figure because of the legs. So, like, are you, like, tell me in the comments, like, do you like the figure? Did you pre-order the figure? Like, what's going on? I just want to know the thought process. I was talking with some of my friends in the group text the other day, and it was mentioned that, you know, a lot of the Anakins sell out or hard to get, you know, end up kind of getting expensive, and so it's just kind of a not being satisfied with it, but it's your only option, and you're buying it now before it goes up, and I could see that. I can. But it's just like, you know, it's kind of your opportunity here to vote with your wallet. I hear so many people, going off about voting with your wallet. But if you don't like the legs on this figure and you pre-ordered it, you did it wrong. You didn't vote with your wallet here. So let me know what you did in the comments below. There's no right or wrong answers. I'm just trying to initiate some conversation, and I hope we have a fun, civil conversation. Keep it chill. Keep it chill. We're just talking about toys here. It's not that serious. And I'm going to go work on something else now. So thanks a bunch for watching, everyone. It means a lot that you did. I will yap with you down below. We'll all have a nice, safe time. Surely no one will get too agitated over their toys. And let's have a good time. See you next time. May the Force be with you, and goodbye.